Clemens Homebrew, coming at you with a beer review. My shoulder's a little sore. I've been out working on the yard today. We completely turned over the garden beds, not new, but we put new soil in them. So we removed the topsoil, put new soil, and yeah, on and on and on. But they're looking good, but now I need a beer. So I pulled out a fun one from the cellar. This one came to me in a trade from Barry at the Brewed Palate. So you can check out his YouTube channel, Barry at the Brewed Palate. Brewed Palate's the channel name. This was a trade in 2012, 2013. I can't remember exactly. This is either the 2012 or 2013 Lolita from Goose Island Beer Company out of Chicago, Illinois. That's right. Let's see, I've got a date. It's the 2013. It's dated the 28th of June of 2013. So here it is. Wow. Now, I've read that this thing can age for quite a while. This can age up to 5 years and keep developing, they say. It's fermented on wild yeast. It's a Belgian-style wild ale. And aged on raspberries. Actually, it's put in French oak Cabernet Sauvignon barrels. And then they add up to like 50 pounds or more of raspberries, they say, per barrel. And then age it for 8 months or more. So that's a lot going on there. They have 2-row and caramel and sugar. They do some added sugar in it. And it's getting heavy. Oh my God, I'm telling you, it's a big old bottle. It has for hops Pilgrim, Styrian, one called Golding, Salela. Now, I'm not familiar with that, and Saws. So this is, I believe, 8.7% ABV and 32 IBUs, and we're gonna give it a try. Got my appropriate glassware, that's right, from Goose Island, at a Goose Island event I went to. And here we go, love it. This kind of pours out like a champagne almost, you know, a sparkling wine. Very effervescent, look at that, that's a beauty. That's fun. So it's kind of a orangish pinkish in color, if you will. Very bubbly at the top, and then it kind of fades off. So yeah, it kind of pours almost like a champagne. Let's get the nose. Boom! Huge strawberry in your face. I mean, you know, this has got a little bit of age on it, but boom, that's huge. Wow, and it does. It smells very champagne-y like with big, huge raspberry on there. But you get some other aromas too. Well, you get raspberry, but I get almost like a cherry essence as well. It's a sweetness. You can tell there's a light sourness to it, or it smells like it's not necessarily super sour. But it has that champagne quality, or like a soda-ish, just like a very, that type of a sweetness on it. I'm not honestly getting a lot more than that. Let's see. God, it's just so big. It's just like jammy smelling. I'm not sure if I can really say for sure that I'm getting the qualities of that oak. It seems like I'm getting a little bit of that Sauvignon type of a scent on there, but mostly it's the big, huge raspberry. So we're gonna just jump in. Cheers. Wow, that thing's potent. Now I always wish I drank some of these things more fresh, but wow. So there's a lot of sour, a very light vinegar to it as well, though. A little bit like an apple vinegar. And it really is kind of jammy in taste. It really is. It's like at this point in time, I was going for it because I was thinking, you know, something light and fizzy would be good right now. But it's like a medium mouthfeel. Definitely. Almost seems like it could be a little fuller, which is odd or interesting to me. I mean, up front you get hit with the sweetness that's coming off the beer, and it's very sweet. And then in the middle it starts shifting gears, and on the backside then you get hit with the sour. That vinegar flavor kind of hits you right at the very end, because prior to that you really don't get that apple cider vinegar taste at all, and it's not really super strong part of it, but as I say, it's definitely in there. You're getting some of the qualities of the hops going on that give a light bitterness to it that I think tone down some of the sweetness, along with the wild yeast, the sour edge. I do get a little bit of that Cabernet Sauvignon flavor coming through. Just a hint of that barrel character and the that French oak vanilla character, just a hint of that there. But honestly, it's that big jammy raspberry. So I'm gonna take a little time with this and I'll be back. I've taken some time with this. I had dinner and I cooled it down because I found that as I played with it, it was much better cold. So now that it's quite chilled, this is just wonderful colder to start, I think. The coldness kind of tempers some of those stronger sour flavors, which for me, when it's that strong and you get the apple cider vinegar, is less appealing. But right now, it's, well, maybe too cold, but I'm loving it. It's just drinking wonderfully. So as we're filming, we have geese on the other side of the fence. 2 adults and 4 little goslings. How appropriate for a Goose Island beer review. And they're eating strawberries. Unfortunately, we didn't have raspberries to toss over the fence to them. All right, so I'm back for ratings of the Lolita 2013 from Goose Island Beer Company out of Chicago, Illinois. Wow, I'm digging on this beer, I gotta tell you. I think it's better colder, as I said before, but I'm really digging on it. I think it pairs really good with some foods. In terms of scores, well, now I generalize with my sour ales, the Belgian sour ale, and you get some of those Belgian influences, which is wonderful. This is a beauty. I don't know what else to say. I think for a Belgian style wild ale, this is pretty nice. I'm going with a 94. I'm just thinking that big kick of raspberry is a beautiful thing. Had I drank it fresh, it might have been even higher, who knows. In terms of overall, well, I'm not a big sour guy, but God, I gotta say I'm still digging on it. It's a really great beer. I'm gonna go 91. It's still an excellent beer, one worth trying. Here it is. It's from Goose Island. I know they made newer batches. I've heard the 2016 is pretty good. It is the Lolita, and I'd say check this one out because life is too short to drink cheap beer, and I will see you in the next beer review.